Hi, Gary Port for NY Divorce Facts, Port and Sava. Here with, well, I see Yuzu's already going for the food. Matcha, Azuki, and Kosho. Yeah. The birds have a bit of a schedule. First thing in the morning, I get up at about 6, and as I'm getting ready for the day, Matcha and Azuki let me know that they're ready to get out of their cage, and what they love is their Nutriberry. That's what they take as their morning breakfast. Sometimes they get so excited to get the Nutriberry that they actually bite me. Oh, look, Yuzu wants one of them too. The teals are not allowed out until my wife wakes up a bit later because we don't trust them as much. We call them the babies. They're a little more mischievous than the green cheeks. And talking about schedules, today we're going to talk about police, fire, EMT, basically our first responders, and custodial arrangements. First responders have a very unique problem when we talk about custodial arrangements with children. And the problem has to do with their schedule. Most of us have a 9-to-5 job, 5 days a week. Our first responders don't. The first responders, police, fire, EMT, those folks can work any time of the day, night, and week. And as a result, it makes child custody arrangements a little more complex. So one of the first things when I have a first responder call me and ask about a custody, my very first question is, when's your RDO? What's your schedule? If we have a person who's doing steady days and a pretty stable RDO, regular day off, it's not so bad. We can generally work things out. For example, if we have someone who's on steady days, and let's say their RDO is midweek, well, the custodial parent will get the kid to school, but the parent with the day schedule can pick them up from school and keep them until the other parent comes home from work. And with an RDO, they can get a midweek overnight. So let's say the RDO is, say, Wednesday. Pick up the kid Tuesday, take him to school on Wednesday, pick him up Wednesday, and take them back home either Wednesday night or return them to school on Thursday. And during the summertime, they could keep them for the whole day on the RDO. Steady nights can also be kind of interesting. I've got clients who have steady nights, and they can pick up the kid during the daytime, and that works out pretty well. The key to a first responder, oh, you're real busy on that. Matcha, that was my ear. The key to a first responder and their custodial arrangement is one, flexibility. Both parents have got to recognize that a first responder has a changing schedule, has to do overtime, may be called in on holidays and weekends. So that's the key, flexibility. The next thing we have to worry about is how do we arrange this in such a way that the first responder parent gets meaningful time with the child. And that can be an individual basis. Again, it depends on the schedule, it depends on the RDO, depends how frequently the schedule changes. I've had some higher ranking people, like a detective or sergeant, who have much more steadier schedules and it's easier to work out. But people lower down on the totem pole, well, they've got some more problems. So when you're a first responder, you have to keep in mind, what is my schedule? What is my RDO? Both parties have got to be reasonable on how we're going to work out the access schedule. For older children, and we're talking tweens and above, having regular contact by the telephone, internet, things like that can be very helpful. So if mom or dad is working, they can take on their break a call to the kid and say, hey, how you doing? And keep in touch that way. And we build those into the schedules as well. The bottom line is, first responders have rights as parents. They also have obligations as the people who protect us. And therefore, we've got to find the balance between ensuring that they can have time with their children and still do their job to protect the rest of us. If you are a first responder, police, fire, EMT, give us a call at Port and Sava. We have flexible ways of helping you have meaningful custodial access to your children. Remember, at Port and Sava, we help you get on with the rest of your life.